Hello! Thought I'd do a June favorites video. Woo! I don't even know how this camera shot looks. Probably like really low. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. So, first favorite. I really love matte nail polish, and so I finally got a matte top coat, and this is OPI. I've been using it, and it is wonderful. I love it. The second thing, I got these boots, and I've only worn them twice. I got them like a week ago, and I haven't really gone out much, and I love them, and they're perfect, and they're exactly what I wanted, and I got them for like $10, so that's a plus too. Another favorite. I got this candle at Bath and Body Works. And it is pizzeria. And it smells like pizza. It honestly just smells like a pizza shop. It's got like dough and tomato sauce, and it's just wonderful. What a beauty guru with my little candle. Okay. So next I'm going to talk about books. I've been reading this book. It's called Shamans Through Time, 500 Years on the Path to Knowledge. And it's literally just like a book about the history of shamans and all of different cultures and what they have. And it's like over 300 pages of just talking about shamans. Smells like pizza. It's great. Distracted. But yeah, shamans are crazy. I want to be a shaman now. That's my new career goal. I want to live in the wilderness. I want to cure people and have this healing power and become one with nature and just understand the world. It's what I want in life. Yes. Okay. And then 2 TV shows. One, Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous. MTV decided not to pick it up for a second season, which is super dumb. Actually, I kind of understand that, though. Bo Burnham wrote a really good, thing about it being canceled and why he thought it was canceled. I haven't watched the last couple episodes, but I was gone when they aired, so I need to catch up on that. But it's super funny. I love it. It's about this guy who spends all of his money and wants to become famous, and he hires this camera crew to follow him around and make a reality TV show, and he just goes through all these different plans to try and become famous. And then the other one is Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf has been my life in June. It's kind of sad, but I look forward to it every week. I've cried at basically every episode of the new season. Yeah. But it's so good. I'm so happy it's back, and just Teen Wolf. I love it. Okay, and then for music, the one band that I've been listening to non-stop during this month was 21 Pilots. I love 21 Pilots. It's one of those bands where they were on my list of people to listen to for a long time, but I kind of just kept pushing it back. And then I finally listened to them, and I relate to their songs so much. And I really wish I could have seen them live at Summerfest last Wednesday, but I had to work. But yeah, they're all I've been listening to all month. I'll try and listen to other stuff, but then I just keep going back to them because I just love them so much, and now they're one of my favorite bands. So, very good part about the month of June, finding 21 Pilots. And then, on one of my favorites, and then a not-so-favorite, Summerfest. Now, it was really fun. I got to see some of my other friends who I haven't seen since school got out. And then I got to see Yay Sayer, and it was so much fun. And we danced through the whole thing, and everyone kept giving us weird looks, but whatever. It was a good time. And then we saw the Mowglis, and I love the Mowglis so much. They are such a fun band, and they're just so full of positive energy. They just give off these positive vibes, and you're just, love it. So good. Love them. So much. So we met them after the show, and we waited around, and they gave everyone these posters. Ooh, don't light on fire. Oh. And then we got them all to sign it, and the one member plays a melodica in it, and his melodica was so gorgeous. It was red, and it had black and red keys, and I was so jealous. And then when I met him, I complimented him on it, and he was like, oh, I'm surprised you know what a melodica is, because most people, like when you say melodica or show them one, they have no idea what it is. And I was like, oh yeah, I play one. Mine's light blue, though. It's not as cool as yours. And he was like, oh, well, that's so cool. Do you live in the area? And I said, well, I live 2 hours from here. And he said, oh, well, we're coming back around Halloween, and just email me, and I'll send you the notes to San Francisco, and you could come up and play with us. So I was freaking out, because I might get to play melodica with the Mowglis on stage at their show in October, and I just keep remembering it, and I get so happy. I could play melodica with the Mowglis, and they're opening for Walk the Moon, which I love that band too. So great. But the terrible thing about Summerfest was, the reason that I was there, the band I wanted to go see, I wanted to see Imagine Dragons with my friends. And now I've already seen them this year, but, I mean, come on, they're wonderful. But you can tell Summerfest definitely booked them before they got to be, the biggest name in pop rock, because, well, there was so many people. Everyone was there to see Imagine Dragons, and they were on just a smaller side stage, and it was packed. The whole, all of the benches and everything was so packed full, and then around the sides it was just packed full of people. It was the most people I've ever even seen at Summerfest, especially at one stage. And so my friends and I got there, an hour before the set started, which definitely we should have gotten there earlier. But, yeah, Dispatch was playing before it. We met the Mowglis played at 6:45, and then after we met them, and then by the time we finished getting all of their signatures and stuff, it was 8:30, and then I really wanted to go see Dispatch, because I used to love Dispatch. So we went and watched a few of their songs, and by the time we got back to where Imagine Dragons was playing, it was 9 o'clock, and there were so many people there, and it was terrible. And finally they came on, and, we couldn't even hear them, and we were at, the very back, and you could not hear a word they said. You would hear a little bit, and then I would be like, oh, they're playing Tiptoe. Oh, that's Amsterdam. But there were so many people, and they were all talking so loud, and, you couldn't even get out because there was so many people. And we went and we watched Pretty Lights for a little bit, saw some very pretty lights, saw Pat Benatar sing some song, forgot what one, something about love. But then we just left at pretty early and went to McDonald's and got McFlurries, and that was fun.